Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate life with ease, joy, and success, while others struggle with constant stress, confusion, and success, while others struggle with constant stress, confusion, and setbacks? The answer is simpler than you think. It all starts with the way you think. Your thoughts shape your beliefs, your choices, and ultimately the quality of your life. The problem we are going to solve today is that most people allow their minds to wander, to dwell on negativity, or to react to circumstances instead of consciously shaping their thoughts. When you learn to think better, you don't just improve your mindset, you improve every area of your life, from relationships to health, from career to emotional well-being. The first and most important step to thinking better and living better is realizing the immense power your thoughts hold. Every feeling, action, and decision begins in the mind. What you think determines how you perceive challenges, how you respond to opportunities, and how you interact with the world around you. Yet, most people wander through life, allowing their thoughts to run on autopilot, reacting to circumstances instead of consciously directing their mind. This is why awareness of your thinking process is the foundation of a better life. Taking control of your thoughts begins with awareness. Observe your mind without judgment and notice what occupies it most often. Are your thoughts positive, solution oriented, and constructive, or do they dwell on fear, self doubt, and negativity? Awareness alone is a transformative step because it allows you to identify patterns that may be keeping you stuck. Once you see these patterns, you can intervene intentionally rather than being led unconsciously by habits of the mind. Understanding the power of your thoughts also means recognizing their ripple effect. Thoughts shape emotions, and emotions shape actions. A negative thought may seem small, but it can trigger a cascade of doubt, stress, and hesitation. Conversely, a positive, empowered thought can ignite courage, creativity, and decisive action. Your reality is a reflection of the dominant thoughts you hold, whether they are conscious or habitual. Controlling your thoughts does not mean forcing positivity or suppressing challenges. It means choosing balloons on the street. It means choosing which thoughts deserve attention and which do not. You learn to question assumptions, challenge automatic negativity, and focus on solutions instead of problems. This requires practice, patience, and consistency because the mind naturally drifts toward what is familiar. But the more you train it, the stronger your mental discipline becomes, and the more resilient you grow in the face of adversity. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, journaling, or even simple moments of reflection throughout the day are powerful tools to regain control. By observing, redirecting, and shaping your thoughts, you create mental clarity and emotional balance. You stop being a passive observer of your life and become an active creator. The balloons on the street. The most profound truth is that thinking better changes everything else. When you take control of your thoughts, you begin to see opportunities where others see. You approach challenges with composure rather than panic. You respond to people with understanding rather than irritation. Your decisions become deliberate, your actions aligned, and your life begins to reflect the quality of your mind. This is why the first step to living better starts with thinking better, always starts with thinking better. And the second step to thinking better And living better is identifying the beliefs that hold you back and intentionally replacing them with empowering ones. Beliefs are the invisible framework through which we interpret the world. They dictate what we think is possible, how we perceive ourselves, and how we act. Limiting beliefs, whether formed in childhood, through past experiences or social conditioning, act like invisible chains, quietly controlling our choices, lowering our expectations, quietly controlling our choices, lowering our expectations, and restricting our potential. Recognizing these beliefs is the first step toward liberation. Limiting beliefs often manifest as statements your mind repeats automatically. I am not good enough, I can't achieve this, or life is always against me. They feel real because they are repeated so often, but they are not facts, they are assumptions you have accepted as truth. Living under their influence, you may avoid opportunities, doubt your abilities, or settle for less than you deserve. The sad part is, most people don't even realize these beliefs are shaping their reality. They blame external circumstances, luck, or other people for their limitations, never seeing that the real barrier lies within their own thinking. Replacing limiting beliefs begins with awareness and courage. Awareness and courage. Awareness allows you to identify the exact thoughts that undermine you, while courage enables you to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Is it helpful? Does it serve the life I want to create? Often you will find that the answer is no. And that is your opening to replace it. Empowering beliefs are those that expand your sense of possibility and motivate positive action. They are statements you internalize to align your mind with growth, confidence, and resilience. For example, I am capable of learning and growing. Challenges are opportunities to improve, or I can handle difficulties with patience and wisdom. Consistency is key. Repeating empowering beliefs daily, especially when faced with challenges, rewires your mind. Over time, these new beliefs shift your automatic thoughts, shape your emotions, and guide your actions toward what is constructive rather than destructive. Journaling, affirmations, or visualization, or practical methods to reinforce these empowering statements. When you consciously feed your mind with constructive beliefs, your behavior naturally aligns with them, creating a feedback loop of growth, confidence, and opportunity. Replacing limiting beliefs also requires patience and self compassion. Old patterns may resurface and doubts may appear. This is natural. The mind resists treat. This is natural. The mind resists change initially because it prefers familiarity. But each time you notice a limiting belief and replace it with an empowering one, you strengthen your mental resilience and expand the possibilities of your life. Over time, these empowered beliefs become automatic, quietly influencing your decisions, actions, and interactions. The transformation is profound. The transformation is profound. When your mind is guided by empowering beliefs rather than limiting ones, you approach life with confidence instead of fear, take risks instead of avoiding them, and embrace challenges instead of resisting them. Your choices become deliberate, your focus sharp, and your life becomes a reflection of the inner strength and potential you have always had. In essence, the quality of your life is the direct result of the beliefs you nurture. Replace those that limit you, and you unlock the freedom, opportunity, and success that have been waiting all along. The third step to thinking better and living better is cultivating focus, clarity, and habits of positive thinking. Thoughts are like seeds. The ones you nurture will grow, and the ones you ignore may wither or become weeds that disrupt your mental garden. Most people allow their minds to be cluttered with distractions, negativity, and constant reactivity, which clouds judgment, saps energy, and prevents meaningful progress. Cultivating focus and clarity is about deliberately shaping your mental environment so that it supports your growth, your goals, and your well being. Focus begins with intention. Life is full of endless distractions: phones, social media, obligations, and the noise of other people's opinions. Without focus, your mind drifts. Your mind drifts, your energy dissipates, and you fail to accomplish what truly matters. To cultivate focus, you must first identify your priorities. Ask yourself, what truly deserves my attention right now? What actions will move me closer to the life I desire? When you answer these questions, your mind gains direction and your energy becomes aligned with purpose rather than scattered in random activity. Clarity follows focus. A clear mind is free from unnecessary mental clutter, from doubts and conflicting thoughts. Achieving clarity requires reflection and simplification. Daily moments of introspection or meditation help you understand your priorities, distinguish between what matters and what doesn't, and create a mental roadmap for decisions and actions. Clarity is not just about knowing what to do, it is about knowing what to do. It is about knowing why you are doing it and understanding the impact of your choices. Without clarity, action can become reactive, chaotic, or misaligned. No matter how hardworking or disciplined you are, positive thinking habits are equally essential. Positive thinking does not mean ignoring challenges, or pretending does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending difficulties do not exist. It means consciously choosing to focus on solutions and growth rather than dwelling on problems, limitations, or past mistakes. When faced with adversity, a positive mind searches for lessons and possibilities instead of getting stuck in fear or resentment. Over time, these habits reshape your perception of life. Problems become manageable, setbacks become learning experiences, and challenges become catalysts for growth. Consistency is what transforms these practices into results. Daily habits of focus, reflection, and positive thinking create momentum that compounds over time. The mind becomes stronger, more resilient, and more disciplined. Distractions lose their power, negativity loses its grip, and decisions become deliberate rather than reactive. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to approach life with mental clarity, emotional balance, and purposeful energy. Cultivating focus, clarity, and positive thinking habits is transformative. It changes the way you see the world, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you shape your destiny. A focused mind creates productive action. A clear mind reduces stress and confusion, and a positive mind attracts opportunities, collaboration, and solutions. Together, they form the foundation of a life lived intentionally and powerfully. When you commit to these mental habits, thinking better becomes natural and living better becomes inevitable. The fourth and most powerful step to thinking better and living better is learning to align your thoughts with your actions. It is not enough to simply think positively, control your mindset, or cultivate clarity. Thoughts must translate into deliberate, consistent action. To truly transform your life, the mind can dream, plan, and visualize endlessly, but without action, even the strongest thoughts remain potential unrealized. Aligning your thoughts with your actions is the bridge between imagination and reality, between desire and fulfillment. Alignment begins with intention and self awareness. Every day, your actions are driven by either conscious choice or habit. Many people act unconsciously, reacting to circumstances or external pressures rather than acting in harmony with their inner vision. To create alignment, you must first become aware of your true priorities, values, and goals. Ask yourself, are my daily actions reflecting the life I want to live? Are my habits consistent with my highest aspirations? Awareness provides the lens through which you can evaluate whether your thoughts are being expressed through meaningful action or simply remaining internal ideas. Next comes deliberate action. Alignment is built through small, consistent steps that reinforce the beliefs, mindset, and goals you are cultivating. If you think about being disciplined, your actions must reflect discipline through daily routines, focused work, and conscious decision making. If you think about kindness, your actions must reflect generosity, empathy, and respect. If you desire growth, your actions must reflect learning, reflection, and experimentation. When your thoughts and actions resonate in harmony, momentum builds naturally and progress accelerates. Consistency is crucial in this alignment. The mind can be filled with positive thoughts, affirmations, or ambitious goals, but occasional or sporadic action produces little change. True transformation comes when daily actions mirror the mindset you are cultivating. This requires accountability, self discipline, and intentionality. Each step, no matter how small, compounds over time, creating habits that reinforce your desired outcomes and gradually shaping your life. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but alignment helps you navigate them effectively. When your actions reflect your thoughts, your response to difficulties is grounded in purpose rather than fear, or response to difficulties is grounded in purpose rather than fear. You act with integrity, make choices that reflect your vision, and maintain momentum despite obstacles. Misalignment, on the other hand, creates frustration, confusion, and stagnation. You may feel busy but unfulfilled, productive but unconnected to your true goals. The unconnected to your true goals. The ultimate power of aligning thoughts with actions is that it transforms potential into reality. Your mind imagines, plans, and strategizes. Your body executes, perseveres, and creates. When both work together harmoniously, life unfolds in alignment with your intentions. Dreams become achievable, goals become reachable, and the life you desire is no longer distant. It becomes tangible through consistent, aligned action. Alignment of thought and action is not a one time effort, and action is not a one time effort. It is a continuous process of reflection, adjustment, and disciplined practice. Each day presents an opportunity to evaluate, redirect, and refine your actions to match your inner vision. When you master this alignment, thinking better naturally leads to living better. Your decisions become deliberate, your energy focused, and your life reflects the strength, clarity, and purpose of your mind in every moment. As we come to the end, remember this: the quality of your life begins with the quality of your thoughts. When you take control of your mind, challenge limiting beliefs, cultivate clarity and focus, and align your thoughts with deliberate action, you set the stage for a life of purpose, fulfillment, and growth. Thinking better is not just about positive ideas, It is about awareness, discipline, and consistent practice. It is about observing your mind, replacing what holds you back with what empowers you, and nurturing habits that support your goals. When your thoughts and actions are in harmony, your energy flows naturally, your decisions become deliberate, and your life starts reflecting the potential you have always carried within you. The transformation is not instant, but it is inevitable with commitment. Every mindful thought, every empowering belief, every focused action compounds over time. Challenges become opportunities, setbacks become lessons, and your vision becomes reality. Thinking better leads to living better because your inner world shapes your outer world in every moment. So today, make a promise to yourself to take charge of your mind, to replace limitation with possibility, to focus with clarity, to focus with clarity, and to align your thoughts with purposeful action. Your mind is your greatest tool, and how you use it will determine the life you create. Start now and step into a life of greater clarity, strength, and fulfillment.